Hey everybody, it's MakeupMenaree. Welcome back to my channel. So you can see that I am bare-faced-ed, if that's even a word. Anyway, I have been doing different things with my foundation routine, so I figured I would go ahead and show you guys since I am putting on my war paint anyway. I may as well just, show you guys what I have been doing differently. The things that I have been doing differently are literally mixing my foundations together like a mad scientist. I have so many different shades of foundations that I haven't been using because they're just not the right color. So I've been mixing the shit out of these and I have come up with a few good combinations. So I figured I would show you guys today. So if you have a really dry skin, I'm not sure how well this combination will work for you, but if you have greasy ass skin like I do, then this should work fine. So I have been mixing together my Fenty foundation and my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. The NYX is in color natural and the Fenty is in color, let's see, 240. Problem with the Fenty is she was just too dark. If you haven't used Fenty, it oxidizes 1 or 2 shades, which was hella dark for me. And then the NYX foundation has gotten a little too light. So mix these two together and I've had a really successful time using these together, which is good because then I can get rid of them and buy more foundation. Okay, so I've already washed my face. I do have a really good skincare routine video if you guys want to watch that to see what I use for my skin. I've had a few breakouts. They are just sort of the tail end of the breakout. They're not really, they're just spots. They're not breakouts anymore. So I've been covering it with this NYX Conceal and Correct palette. Color that I've been using is probably just this shade up here, which is not much left, and then this, just mixing those together. So I'm going to go ahead and just spot conceal those areas. And like I said, it's getting cold out finally, so I'm not having to do any primer on my face, which is just another step that I'm not having to worry about. So that is a good thing. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and cover these little, crazy ass spots. They're trying to ruin my life, and we ain't having it. Okay, and I just like doing that because then I don't have to put on like a super thick, coat of foundation to cover that. I don't have a whole, cake face on. Because these foundations are a little heavier, they're full coverage, so be careful. These foundations are a little more drying. I have huge pores on my nose. I don't know why they're just on my fucking nose, but they are. So I have to use some kind of primer on my nose just to sort of fill those gaps in. And I'm gonna go ahead in with the Clinique primer and just a little tiny bit of that on my nose. Literally the tiniest of, drops to cover up those huge pores. Because this foundation, again, is a little more dry, I'm gonna go in with the matte strobe cream. You guys can see, there she is. I'm just gonna put those sort of like where my highlight would be. You really can see this stuff under your foundation. It's super, super pretty. It just gives your skin sort of a glow and I just love it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rub that where my highlight would be. You can see that just gives your skin a nice sort of pretty glow. You can take this on your forehead and on your nose, but that's a no-no for me because I'm already shiny and greasy enough there. So within an hour or two, that shit will be shining on its own. So she don't need no help with that. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my foundation. Get my damn hair out of the way. So I'm gonna go ahead with the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna squirt probably 2 good pumps. And then again with the Fenty, I'm gonna go ahead and squirt probably, 1.5 pumps. Mixing it on the back of my hand. So that's what it looks like after I mix it. So now I'm just gonna go ahead with my beauty blender and put that on my face. And I start on my jawline, my chin area, because that's what needs the most coverage. That's where I break out. That's where all my little spots are. So I want that to be heavier. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just bring that up to my cheeks. And then whatever's left over, I'm just gonna put on my forehead. That was one coat. Now I just dip back in on my hand and I'm gonna go ahead and get a little more coverage down here where, she's acting a fool. And also I have had a few breakouts on my neck and chin. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that down just a little bit to cover up those. And I'm just going back in with a little bit that I have left. I'm gonna go ahead and spot conceal some of the areas that sort of are peeking through just a little bit. I also sometimes go in with my finger, but I get pretty good coverage with that NYX Conceal and Correct palette, so I don't really have to do too much. But I'm just trying to use up the rest of the foundation that I have. I'm just blending it out. And I forgot to mention, I like using a sponge with this combination as well, because like I said, for the 18,000th time, that this combination is a little more dry, and it just seems like it goes on a little bit better with a moist sponge. That word moist again. It just goes on better with a sponge that's wet. The brushes I've used, it just dries really quickly and it doesn't look as pretty. I think it looks a little more streaky. So yeah, that is it. That's all I've been doing for my foundation routine. Of course, I would go ahead and do my highlight and contour, which I do have videos for those if you guys want to check that out. But as far as my foundation, that's what I've really been doing. And you can see it's really, really good coverage. This will warm up just a little bit because of that Fenty. It will darken up just a little bit on my skin. And yeah, so that is it. You can still sort of see a little bit of glow through that foundation on my cheeks where I put that matte strobe cream. If you guys have any foundation that you guys mix together or a combination that works good for you, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have any questions about foundations that I might have mixed, because I swear to God, I've been mixing so many different foundations together, then go ahead also and leave that in the comments below. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can come here and watch my videos when they post. Also, make sure to check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.